and why people should give him the credit and really makes him, I think, sole possession of number 2, or right there with like Kareem. LeBron's longevity, and not only that, he was never a no-show on big playoff games. Let me name some names: Westbrook, Durant, Anthony Davis. All these players have missed chunks of years when their team was hot, and because of their injury, they didn't do. Remember, Durant got hurt 1 year, Westbrook got hurt 1 year. They lost him in the playoffs. They couldn't win. Tracy McGrady, once he finally got to a winning team, he started getting hurt in Houston. McGrady will never be in the discussion as best player of all time. I understand that. But damn, that motherfucker was good. Ask Kobe fucking Bryant. Kobe believed that when McGrady was doing his things, he was good. He just never got a chance to build the resume because he never won a title when he was with Orlando and Toronto. And, you know, by the time you knew who he was, he started getting hurt with Yao Ming. So,
well, with that's the one, like you said, with.
But you want to talk about that seasons he had in Orlando when he was putting up 30 on that crap team, of course. You know, they wasted him there. But he was fucking good. I bet you if you asked Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul, you know, who he thought was one of the best players, he would have said Tracy. Not a doubt. They were boys. I know that from when Kobe died. Tracy talked about how close they were. And Jordan, how
Kobe was bad too. I mean, shit.
Yeah. I always say it's not fair to put Kobe over LeBron. So many people were just comfortable with it because of stats. Kobe had 5 rings, folks. Played in almost 9-10 finals. Yeah, he tore his Achilles, but by then LA wasn't putting anyone there.
Well, he won 2 titles without Shaq. That in a lot of pieces, you know, the Gasol and Artest.
My problem with LeBron is he's always been a stat stuffer, but when it's time to beat that
Kobe was the only star on the team when he basically won the 2 titles without Shaq. I mean, they had role players, Gasol and Artest and guys. They had guys.
He won those himself. Yeah, exactly. Think about it. He made Andrew Bynum, and then Bynum was never the same after he stopped playing with Kobe. Yeah, he got hurt, but then he was gone. I remember we signed him. We're like, yeah, we got Bynum. He got hurt 3 days in. Well, Kobe was playing with guys that were from England. Remember those 3-point shooters that he had? And yeah, that was impressive because I'll tell you this. I was with Eric Roman. We were at a strip club. I remember where I was because how much money I had on the game. Roman was back with the strippers. I remember I was at the bar, and Kobe won. It was the after Boston beat him, and then he came back and beat Boston the next year. And what's funny is about that? Think about that. He played Boston twice. That was supposed to be LeBron. Paul Pierce. You want to talk about somebody who's underrated in best players of all time? Paul fucking Pierce. Let me tell you what he did. He beat LeBron every time he played him when he was younger. LeBron didn't beat Paul Pierce until Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett even said, we were done. When they got remember at the end when they Miami beat them when they had Ray Allen and all that? Ray Allen just left Boston. Boston was hanging on by threads. They were overachievers. Pierce even said in interviews, I can't believe we were in the playoffs that year. And they took the fucking Miami Heat to almost 7. The fucking Miami won it in 6. But old-ass Paul Pierce and Garnett, who wasn't even playing full minutes. Garnett was done. He was stick a fork in him done. They still beat LeBron 2 games. And Dallas beat him in the finals. Old Dirk. Not even young Dirk. Love Dirk. Dirk's great. But this was Elder Dirk. LeBron got beat by Elder Dirk. And he had Bosh and Wade. And Wade was declined a little bit because he took some injuries, but he was still averaging 25 that year. You know what I mean? On that team. You know, that was when teams weren't shooting a shitload of threes. So, you lost to Dallas. That Dallas team had a bunch of role players. They had Jay Kidd. He was like 40. You know what I mean? He wasn't Jay Kidd of fucking the youth. He was minimal. And it was Sean Stevens, the dude with the Lincoln tattoo on his neck, who fucking played the defense for LeBron and Tyson Chandler. And they beat him. I remember I was so shocked. Like, Miami was the favorite in every game, even though Dallas was beat them, and Dallas beat them in 6. Dirk went nuts. Like, Dirk went like robotic Dirk. Like, you would have thought
wait a minute.
he was.
And didn't the refs basically screw Dallas out of another title against the Heat, the one that the Heat won?
Yeah, that's what's funny. Wade beat that young Dirk. That's what's impressive about Wade. See, Wade got ran down by injuries in Miami, and I just don't think he put in extra. I don't think he put in like Kobe type work to get back in on it, because he never like developed a better shot. Wade's shot was always the same every year. Like, he didn't become like Kobe when he started to slow down. He was hitting threes. You know, Wade just never. He just didn't get good with age. That's what separates him and LeBron. But when Dwayne Wade was healthy, he was good. Yeah, Shaq was on that team, but Wade was the guy that got him there and won him that. Because they were like Shaq and Gary Payton and all that. They weren't really having a great under Riley. They were having a subpar year. Remember, Shaq just got traded. Kobe, there was all that shit about Kobe said he's not putting the work in. And that shit was starting to show. Because Kobe goes, if Shaq would have had a Mamba mentality, we would have won 10 rings. And Shaq never says he's wrong about that. And he talked about that after he died. But that was a good-ass team, that Lakers team. And fucking Dirk was great. Like I said, wish Dirk could have been on some better teams in Dallas. Those teams he took to the finals. And there was one year, they had the best record in the league. They were a first-round knockout to the Golden State Warriors with Baron Davis' crew, and then they got smoked the next series.
They had good teams all those times, but you know what? The first team they always faced was San Antonio every year. They always play San Antonio every year. They had
San Antonio was always good.
And San Antonio always beat them. Now, if they played in the second round, maybe it would have been different, but they always played San Antonio.
And here's something that I've always said about LeBron, and only people in Cleveland would definitely know this, because we watched all the fucking games. I watched every one, trust me. Didn't miss a one or a minute. You gotta remember, there was no such thing as streaming for me. So, we watched the games every minute, every drop, every blood, whatever. So, LeBron, the year he came back to Cleveland, he just did 4 finals in a row. What's the one thing that people never mention is the road to get to the finals in the Eastern Conference for those 10 years where he got to 10 finals or whatever it was, the East was in shambles, meaning there was not one team that was ready to beat LeBron and Miami or LeBron and anybody.
There was nobody except the Celtics.
Philly kept drafting bad, trust the process. Embiid couldn't play for the first 2 years. Orlando, always bad, drafting at the top of the league. The West would get better.
It was always the Celtics or what? I mean, who's the other team they always played
and
now?
the Celtics weren't even like
great.
If they would have beat LeBron, it would have been like an overachieving team. Meaning LeBron,
it was before they got the team they have now. Yeah. Who was the other team that they played in the finals? Who am I forgetting?
So LeBron should have got to those finals because there was no team that was ready to be like when he was in Cleveland. Those 4 years we went to the finals, we didn't have no threats in the East. Boston, remember we played them and we smoked them. Even as good as they were when they had Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, the East sucked for a long time.
And then Kyrie probably regrets this now. Kyrie had some kind of falling out, and Dan Gilbert traded him, which was the stupidest move ever. Make them work it out. You go up to Kyrie and go, Kyrie, I'm not trading you. You're just as good as Steph if you can stay healthy because of your inside game. At that moment in juncture, he was doing better. Remember, he had those great games against Steph Curry, and he beat him in a few games. You know what I mean? But then Kyrie got fucking jealous of LeBron, or they weren't communicating in the back. And then Dan fucking, he started to take over, and it just got bad. But LeBron was supposed to go to all those finals. If he would have got beat by any team when he was back here, you would have been like, dude, you ain't the GOAT. No team was ready. It was tailor-made. Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, they had to actually earn their final spot. LeBron was playing the Bobcats. The 8th seed in the East is a team that, for many years, is a team that shouldn't even be in the playoffs. I think Schmidt knows that. The 8th seed in the East for a decade is a team that shouldn't even be in the playoffs. That's why the rules should have been changed. There was like Western Conference teams that would be left out, and they were fucking great. Meanwhile, you had these shitty teams in the bottom of the East, where LeBron was easily beating them. But here's what's sad. He got beat by the fucking Orlando Magic when they had Dwight Howard, who was, he was good, but he wasn't. Dude, there was a bunch of role players on that team, LeBron. We had the best record in the league. Mo Williams was an all-star that year. The only time he was an all-star his whole career. That year. And then he was a no-show in the Orlando game. Orlando went to the finals, played Kobe, and got slacked. LeBron, yeah, he's better than Kobe, right? Kobe swept Dwight. He was laughing. They were like, when LeBron got beat by 6 games, they had fucking Petrus. The Orlando, let me tell you their lineup. They had Petrus, Turkoglu. Dwight was good.
The Raptors beat him too.
A bunch of scum suckers that you were like, what is happening? LeBron, how are we getting beat? You had the 2 games we won in that series, one was a 3 at the buzzer for LeBron. This team was kicking our fucking ass. We had the best record. So look, first series, sweet, 4-0. Second series, we beat Atlanta, 4-0. We get to Orlando. Kobe's going to the finals. They're going to have LeBron and Kobe. They were already talking about it in Cleveland. They're like, no way this Orlando team can beat us. This team is overachieving themselves. Turkoglu never had a year like he had in that playoffs, or Petrus. These were guys that were like, oh, they were looking like fucking like Ray Allens and shit. You're like, who the fuck are these guys? Turkoglu was playing like Jordan at times. I'm like, what the fuck? And then we just fell apart. And then at times LeBron, you were like, where's LeBron? Like, he was there, but he was like scoring just enough, but not enough to like, he wasn't doing what Jordan would do. Jordan would just, and Kobe, there would come a point of the game where you just knew hey, I'm either gonna lose it or I'm gonna win it for us. I'm not gonna give it to Mo Williams or fucking Varejao or Sasha Pavlovich. You know what I mean? And LeBron was getting like 26, 27 points. Yeah. He needed to score 40. LeBron, you were getting 28, 30 in that series. Yeah, you might average 30. And you were like, oh, LeBron was the only one who showed up. No, they needed you to score 40, LeBron. What do you mean, fucking, you're the GOAT? You should have beat that team. You costed us a finals in Cleveland. That's what started your down curve where you're like, I gotta get out of here. So Brett started to not believe in himself. Because in the next year he got beat by the old Celtics. And they were older. Yeah. Barkley was like, these guys are over the hill. And Garnett and Pierce whooped them. That's why I said, hey,
he gave up.
Paul Pierce might not be the best player ever, but let me tell you who's never beat him in the playoffs. LeBron James. And guess who Paul Pierce covered in the playoffs? LeBron James. That's why I said, Paul Pierce His
He
nickname
beat
was True.
LeBron James. I mean,
Huh?
LeBron James beat Paul Pierce in the playoffs.
Yeah, when Paul was done at the very end.
No, when they played when he went to the Heat and they were down 3-1.
I already said
Oh.
that. I said by the time
I was
LeBron
out,
went to the
bro.
Heat, Boston was done. Once they weren't even, the guys weren't healthy. Paul said, we're not supposed to be here that year. They were old. Looked it up.
They
It's
were
well
up
documented.
3-1. I thought they were going to win, but they came back and beat them. I was like, I think they were good. No, they were up like
But
2-1.
when Paul Pierce was young, I'm saying, when he wasn't over the hill, he kept beating LeBron. A young LeBron. So think
And-
about that.
And LeBron lost to the fucking Warriors
I'll
twice
tell
in
you
a
the
row.
game that killed us. We almost beat them. We're on a game 7. LeBron scored like 40 something. Paul Pierce scored like 49. It was that game where it's a legendary shot of him on the floor and he's throwing the fist up because he got the rebound and steal off LeBron and they were able to just run the clock out. And I was like, wow. And that was before he started whooping us later on in his career. That's just
Paul Pierce.
LeBron.
Yeah, he don't like LeBron.
Yeah,
We know
well,
that.
Paul Pierce, like for instance, it's like he has to always hear how good LeBron is, and no one ever talks about. And look, I'm from Cleveland, and I'll give Paul Pierce his props. Yeah, every time when Paul could play, he beat LeBron. Him and Garnett owned that motherfucker.
So the
That's why
Warriors.
LeBron went and recruited Ray Allen from Boston. When Ray Allen went to Miami, Boston was done.
Didn't the Warriors win 3 of their titles against LeBron?
Exactly.
Saying.
And the one was a convincing win by the Warriors.
4-0. They swept them.
Yeah, that's what I said.
They were all-
Yeah,
they
we
were all
won game
convincing.
1. That was the one where J.R. Smith fucked up and LeBron got that. They could have won that first game, but the thing was this, John. Jordan didn't get swept like that, ever. And there was
Nope.
teams that they thought Jordan would lose to. Like, Jordan wasn't always the favorite when he played against Patrick Ewing in the Knicks. There was times where they thought them Knicks teams were going to win it all.
I don't think he got
And
swept
the
by the
Pacers
Pistons.
team. And these are teams Jordan beat on the way to the finals. LeBron never beat no Patrick Ewing team going to the finals. He beat a couple good teams.
He beat the
Those
Hawks.
should have been teams like first round teams, like those Hawks teams. Those Hawks teams were good, but they
Yeah.
were great. Mike Bibby,
Yeah.
Josh Smith, Al Horford, those weren't like legends.
Right. They beat the fucking
You know,
Hawks.
that was a Dominique.
They-
Jordan was
Yeah.
beating Dominique. You know what
Cleveland,
I'm saying?
Cleveland beat like the Hawks and the Bulls and the Pacers.
Yeah,
and
and yeah, a couple
Magic
there was a
and
couple
shit.
good Bulls teams we beat. I'll give them that. But the road to
The
get
Eastern
to
Conference. The
finals-
Eastern Conference sucked because all the good teams
Sucked.
were out west. Yeah.
And when the East would draft, they weren't the lower teams weren't getting better. Orlando
Now
wasn't.
it's about
like,
now it's more balanced out. They're both got good
Philly
teams now.
said trust the process, and they were lying because they drafted Markel Fultz, ended up being a bust. Okafor didn't work out. He had some potential. And then Embiid was hurt for the first 2 years of his fucking career. You
Now
didn't even
Barkley's
get to
team is
enjoy
the
him.
old guys.
And then he was still hurt when you brought him back. So that never worked for Philly. You know what I mean? And people just keep leaving there. So,
Yeah.
and you know what's funny about Giannis? Giannis didn't start playing great until LeBron left the East. Like, Milwaukee was always like a first round knockout at that. I remember LeBron beat them 4-1 a bunch of times. When Giannis like kind of took off, LeBron was out in LA by that time. So he never had to even see Giannis when we were going to the finals. They didn't even have no chance. And what's funny is LeBron's Laker bubble title is a straight joke. Straight joke. The fucking Clippers were supposed to be in the final, supposed to play against the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. They let Denver come back from a 3-1 lead. They were up 3-1. The Clippers in the bubble. They had Lou Williams. Kawhi was healthy.
I remember.
George was there. And sure enough, the fucking Denver Nuggets came all the way back, and they weren't even ready for the Lakers yet. Like, Jokic was good, but they were kind of transitioning to a good team. And LeBron beat them easy. And then all he had to do in the finals was beat Jimmy Butler, who was shocked as fuck to beat there. That was it. Because Bam Adebayo and Goran Dragic got hurt. So they were playing against a bunch of reserves. LeBron won a fucking bubble title against a bunch of Miami reserves. And he celebrated it like he just won a Michael Jordan type title. He goes, remember he goes, I earned my damn respect. And he goes, give that coach his damn respect. Give me my damn respect now too. They fired that coach, LeBron. You ran him out of there. You know what I mean? I like how you could be a finals winning coach, and then in 1 year, LeBron will make a coach look terrible somehow. Without throwing the coach under the bus, LeBron slowly will edge your coach out. So, that's the problem.
Well, Barkley, I guess the Dodgers are trying to buy another title this year.
I'd rather have an owner ready to buy a title than how our Indians owner goes, we can't afford good players.
Yeah, why would you, like, if you're going to own a pro team, why would you be cheap on it? I guess maybe if you just want the TV money and you just want to make a little profit. But if you spend money and get a good team, you're going to make more money. It's worked for Jerry Jones, and they ain't been in the playoffs in like 30 years. Well, they've been in the playoffs. I'm saying they ain't won shit in the playoffs in 30 years. And the Cowboys are the most, what do they call that? The biggest valued franchise basically in sports. Worth the most valued.
The problem with the Indians were, those couple years where they had those great pitchers, by the time we got to the playoffs, those pitchers didn't pitch like they pitched in the regular season.
Well, and then you played the team of destiny in the Cubs in 2016. The Cubs were going to win that regardless. They were just due.
We were up 3-1.
Yeah. That's why the Cubs won. Because everybody expected them to lose, because they always lose.
They haven't won shit since then either. That's what
Nah.
like the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, they had Epstein from fucking from Boston or whatever, who kind of was the personnel guy for Boston when they won their couple of titles. And then did they get rid of him or they put somebody else? Basically, they micromanaged the situation with the Cubs. That's all. They won the title and now they're happy.
LeBron's longevity, that stat alone, if you really ask a coach, it wasn't even serious. And what's funny is this, is think about the McGrady's, the couple years with Durant, even Kyrie. Think of like so many years where you're like, oh, I want to see that team in the playoffs. And then they lost their best player. LeBron at least was there to lose, I guess. To where you could say, to where you never were like, oh. But yeah,
he wasn't sitting on the sideline.
I just think what happened is early on, they should have got a coach that was more of a leader. I love Mike Brown, but the coaching, I think, it just never added up. No, I love Mike Brown. The Cavs, he had the #1 record. He won Coach of the Year with us. I don't look. Maybe I should blame Mike Brown, but the problem was LeBron wasn't winning, and you would be like, how are we the #1 team up to like the Eastern Conference, and then everything goes flat? Like, I could never answer. I was like, you would be like, LeBron, like I said, he went through the first 2 series, swept both teams, and then got beat by Dwight. We were gifted to play Orlando. I remember we're getting to play Orlando. This is great. We don't have to play Pierce and Garnett. Yes. We're going to the finals. We're gonna get to see Kobe. Dwight Howard and them came in. It was almost like Michael Jordan went into their bodies like some Space Jam shit. and they took over the bodies. The 96 Bulls just came on the field and whooped them. They're like, Michael Petrus for 3. You're like, who the fuck is Mike Petrus? Who's the lunch guy? Like, they were an overachieving team that year, that Orlando team. Dwight was having one of his best years. Now, Dwight was playing real good. But Kobe swept them. How good are you? When you went to the Lake Show and Bynum and them were like, it looked like school. Like it was like a backyard school game. Kobe was whooping that. Like, almost like where Kobe wanted to laugh. They didn't have a shot. I was almost like, what the fuck? We couldn't even score against this Orlando team. Kobe whooped them. Like, it was almost like he wanted LeBron because there was all this talk about LeBron being good. And Kobe wanted him. And he's like, I had to, play Dwight and them, and it was a 4-0 sweep. It was a convincing sweep. I remember the Vegas odds were huge because I remember how much money I won on the Lakers. I bet them on the closeout game. I was betting on Kobe big. I remember I had a fucking farmer's hat I'd always wear at Mark Hayford, and everybody would always call me for Kobe because I'd always do a gesture like I was shooting a basketball, and I'd say for Kobe because I used to bet highly on Kobe. Love that. And he was winning with those under guys. That's what I said. Kobe was great. The fact that it was criminal that LeBron put himself over Kobe. You know what I mean? You want to talk about criminal? That was criminal. LeBron fucking going, yeah, I'm the GOAT. Motherfucker, you ain't better than Kobe. Everybody Kobe whooped good teams. He beat fucking Tim Duncan. He beat those Suns teams that were fucking shooting people out of the gym. They were front runners. They were breaking records. Nash was a MVP twice. Think about that. 2 years in a row. Steve Nash, Stoudemire the Jew. They had all those other guys. Raja Bell. Remember when Kobe goes, Raja Bell, I don't know this man. Because Raja Bell was talking shit to him. And Kobe's like, Raja Bell? Who the hell's Raja Bell? And then Raja Bell had that good game against Kobe. But they whooped them. Kobe had a buzzer beater against the Suns where he fucking pulled his jersey back and showed you his Olympic gold medal shirt.
Ain't that what Kobe said with Lin, Jeremy Lin? He didn't know who the fuck he was, and Jeremy Lin showed out on Kobe.
Not in no playoffs.
Nah, it was like when during that Lin Sanity shit, he was like, who the fuck is that? And then he went in there.
Very quick. The Lin Sanity thing. I mean, no, I love Jeremy Lin, but he wasn't that great.
No, I'm saying when Kobe said, like, who the fuck is that? Like, Jeremy Lin. But no, not in the playoffs, nah. He was a no-show.
Yeah, LeBron might be a better person than Jordan Gonzo, but we're talking about who's a better basketball player. I mean, goddamn, Charles Barkley would tell you out of his own mouth, he wasn't a great guy. He even said once, I'm not a role model. He said that kind of fucking thing. And I respect that. Because Barkley just wanted to whoop ass, talk shit, and score, and gamble.
I was about ready to know that he didn't like black people.
That's the shit I would have been on. I ain't no role model. I'm here to kick ass and take names. Yeah, he's did he drop anything?
What's up, gentlemen?
Oh, there's that racist, Trump supporting homophobic shitbag that used to send us $200 a month. I guess he don't have that kind of money anymore. He's been waiting for goddamn disability since the Clinton administration.
Yeah.
He's over there blowing Trump cock. He's down there waving a Trump flag and a pistol with that other guy we had to get rid of.
question. How old do you think Rory Sr. is? Old enough for Kenny.
Yeah.
Mike Pucci said Trump rally must have been finished.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bossman just got back from the Trump rally in West Virginia. He's over there goddamn blowing John Denver over there on the Mud Show.
Yeah, there's only 9 seasons. Seinfeld.
Now Pesh.
Which one, Punch?
Nah,
Pesci.
I remember watching them. It was ass.
And you know, Pesci's a harborer for all my trolls over there.
The series ending one, it was garbage. The
No,
season is different.
And Pesci's over there.
Show, and I watched a lot of those Curb Enthusiasms. I never loved that show. I actually like Seinfeld better. This is amazing. I never got those kind of vibes.
Good show.
Yeah, it's
It's just
funny.
Just a
It's not
rated R
expensive.
Seinfeld. Just a rated R Seinfeld. That's all.
I didn't like it better than Seinfeld. I thought Seinfeld was better. I never knew that. So, you know what's funny? Is when I started watching Curb, this is how uneducated I was. This is before internet was a highly used thing. When Curb Your Enthusiasm first came out, everything was connected to Seinfeld.
The guy who wrote all the jokes for Jerry.
Well, I never
Yeah,
knew that.
He was
I thought Jerry
George.
Seinfeld. In my mind, when I was a young kid, I never followed no news or nothing. So in my mind, it was Jerry Seinfeld.
And Larry David is the George in real life.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God! Hey, the episode when Larry puts on the Trump hat when he cuts the redneck off in traffic in the truck, and he's like, he waves at him, gives him a thumbs up, and he's like, oh. And he can use the Trump hat to like not talk to people and shit. Oh my God!
I get that people love that show. I couldn't get into it. I tried.
Oh God! And hey, and remember the one where his wife's aunt dies when he's married to Cheryl, and his wife's aunt dies, and he says, "I'll take care of the obituary." And he wrote out a nice obituary, but the newspaper, instead of saying "beloved aunt," it said "beloved cunt." Yeah, and and his wife and her friends are like, "Oh, come on, Larry, you never," because he never really got along with the lady. You didn't like her. You did that on purpose. What? I said aunt.
How about the 2 chicks in the wheelchair?
Yeah.
That was funny.
Oh my God.
Did,
Hey.
did when the black spook did?
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
a
From
good episode.
the Katrina. Yeah. The Katrina refugees. Hey, when he fucking goes to that Palestinian chicken joint, and Super Dave shows up, and he's like, "Larry, I'm coming in to eat." He's like, "You can't wear it." And he's like, "What do you mean? I'm proud Jewish. I'm gonna wear the, you know." He's fighting with him, and all the Palestinians see Larry trying to grab the fucking shit off his head before he comes in, and they fucking cheer for him because they think he's being anti-Israel. And he's like trying to grab Funkhauser's fucking, yarmulke or whatever. And he's like, "No, you can't wear that in here. Can't. The chicken's too good. Don't fuck this up." And then the chick at the restaurant's like, she's like, "I want to have sex with you," or whatever. Oh yeah, about her. This one has big nasty feet and shit. Yeah. Well, because his dad was in the war, right? Yeah, Frank. God, he was so funny. Well, his dad was Jerry's dad. What else? Yeah. I liked when they bought John Voight's Chrysler LeBaron. It was John Voight the dentist.
Yeah, the pencil.
Oh God.
Yeah, I forget
He
his
says,
name.
boss man, what's going on with the Trumps?
Yeah. Yeah, that shit was great shows. I love Curb Your Enthusiasm. It's just like raunchy Seinfeld, basically.
Oh, I didn't say I hated the show. I didn't see the comedy in that one like I did Seinfeld. I didn't like Frasier. I never even watched one episode of Frasier.
It's a drier humor.
Frasier's funny, yeah, he's funny. But
It could never catch my attention like Office could catch my full attention. Curb Your Enthusiasm, for some reason, could not. Maybe if I would have knew
Oh, the
Seinfeld
Office was
and-
great, dude.
I've never watched it at all. I'd have to give it a watch. I have
that's
no
The
opinion.
Office?
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Schmidt, if you haven't seen The Office, you got to at least watch the first season, and I guarantee you'll keep going. It's
Oh, I like all the people involved in it. I do like all the people involved. They're all funny.
That's awesome. I can't believe you don't love that, Mark. That shit's hilarious. Me and Roman were almost dying of tears in that. Or when he does the girl that's Indian, he does the impression of her. He does his
President
impression
Mike
of
was funny,
Indian,
too.
and it's not even close. Remember the black dude accidentally gets his own when they're supposed to get
I've heard the British Office is good, the original. But I've
Oh, it's
So you should give it a try, Schmidt. If you never I tell you, watch one season. If you watch one season, you'll want to watch the second one.
really.
yeah, I like Ricky. I like Ricky. Ricky's funny.
I never watched it. I think I watched like 5 minutes of it once. Dude, I liked Michael Scott too much. He was the greatest character. And Will Ferrell was a guest on a couple episodes, and them two together was almost unreal. Yeah,
But,
that shit was great.
The guy
Yeah.
Todd Packer. Todd Packer's pretty funny too. The kind of bald guy that worked.
Oh,
for the company.
the other guy from
Yeah.
Anchorman. Yeah, he's funny as
Yeah.
shit. Anything. Remember when he's the manager in Waiting? You're wasting a golden opportunity. To what? Be an assistant manager at a Bennigan?
His characters in The Office, and when they do use it, it's funny.
Doesn't Todd Packard? I've heard this. Doesn't Todd Packard like take a shit in the floor or something?
Well, that's the story or something. Yeah.
It's like he pulled a Todd Packard, like took a shit in the floor or a shit in the bed or something. I've heard that.
Yeah, you
before.
gotta
In the
you gotta watch
coffin.
the show, man. It's worth giving a watch. Yeah, think about that, Barkley. And Dwight's great too. I'm surprised you didn't
Yeah.
like that. Dude, when Dwight used to torture Jim, that shit was great.
Dwight is that guy is funny. I will say I know who he is.
Yeah, he could do that.
Well, hold on. We have breaking news. Mike Pucci says, believe it or not, the best program ever is an English show called Only Fools and Horses. Believe it or not, that's mine and Doyle's all-time favorite show. Me neither.
Shit, mine and Gordon's favorite show. What a show that much.
Actually, the greatest English show ever made was Benny Hill, because it had titties
Oh yeah.
and yakety sax as the music.
Yeah, I used to like Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean was funny. Hey, remember this one, Boss Man, on the public PBS, the Canadian, what was it, the Red Green show?
I don't remember that one.
When he'd be like doing the auction for radio, and then they talk like they're from like Fargo, like he would be doing like shit over the radio. It was always on like PBS, whatever. Or the other good Canadian one was Bob and Doug. I know you remember them.
Yeah.
Who's here? Oh, it's that piece of shit nothing great. Here's the thing. Why is he here? Him and Jacob Waters didn't even send me a picture of them naked together.
Yeah, but that game was spiraling out of control for Jacob. I did. I said I was gonna beat him by 5 strokes at least, or 10 strokes, and we didn't. We finished half of the course, and I was up by 5. It was pretty fucking windy, yeah. Well, yeah, that, and he can't putt for shit, so.
Well, frisbee golf is like horseshoes. The drunker you are, the better you play, and he was sober, so.
That's not actually true, but yeah, sure.
He's like, we'll go with that.
No, he can drive really well. His putt game is what fucked him, his short game.
Yeah. That's why I can't play real golf, because I have no short game. Or in-between game, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, for sure. I can crush the ball off the tee, just let somebody else take it from there. I'll play,
But no,
what do you
I
call
will
that? We play teams.
Jacob can definitely outdrive me, probably. Yeah, no, he can outdrive me. But, my upshots and my short game are way better. Leagues better. Anyway, how's everybody tonight? Just popped in, man. It's fucking late.
Some old shit, man,
Yeah. Talking about LeBron.
Talking about, your Lord and Savior, Jehovah.
Witness?
But
Lord, no.
sleeping.
No, man.
Who's TV playing?
It's mine.
Bunch of hoes over there playing with his goddamn Twinkie.
Kid turned it on.
No, I'm playing with her.
Hey,
buses.
is Rev working for Krispy Kreme now? Early.
Yeah, it was really early.
It's when his.
Yeah.
It's if he worked at that night.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably true then.
She
Alright.
works Thursday.
Right, because he'd have to leave at like 3 or 4 in the morning, because the donut business is the 5 a.m. to noon ball game.
Yeah. You
Or
gotta
4
get
to-
there early.
Yeah, 4 in the morning, because you gotta whip up the shit and get it going hot and fresh. Now frying. Plus, Rev ain't gonna get up early. Rev's more of a eight or 9 to 5 or second shift guy.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I think it's all up on Jacob Waters' channel. It's probably pretty boring for anybody that doesn't like disc golf. And also, it's the first time I played like in a year and a half, so. I didn't throw very well. Yeah.
Well, the next time he comes down to Florida, y'all can do a podcast at your place, maybe, or something.
Why could he beat Libby? How come he couldn't meet Lemmy?
She's buried in a hole.
He was supposed to give her a kiss for me.
Actually, she's streaming right now, isn't she?
Yeah. Yes.
Isn't she
was
always?
Streaming. Yeah, and it was. Wait, he didn't have enough time to finish the fucking course. It was easier for me to meet him where I did in order to get to the course.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was like 2 hours away from you anyway, so it wasn't like right down the road.
Yeah, he had a 4-hour fucking drive, dude, and so I met him as close as possible to the fucking course.
Right. Oh shit! Granny lives in the country area of Florida.
Yeah, I live in the fucking boonies. I mean, there is a course. They're about the same distance though, so I was like, I'm gonna cut at least some of the time off of this fucking drive.
Yeah.
So I went into town. I think it's the prettiest course there.
Is it all? It's a golf course that you can play disc golf at as well.
No, it's just a disc course.
Okay. Well, because I know they have a course here in town. It's like at one of the, metro parks or whatever. It's a regular golf course, but they have, I guess, disc golf on it, designated for certain days. It obviously, like, the hole for the fucking regular golf is not the same as, but it's not far. I do know that.
Yeah.
I guess they just change out the pole or the pin or whatever.
So there's 3 disc golf courses where I live, and there used to be 4. One of them was a premier one, but the city bought the land or whatever, so they turned it into like a irrigation thing.
Yeah,
that one was premier. It was on an actual golf course. They bought the entire golf course.
That'd be nice.
It was cool, yeah. You could rent a cart for fucking $15. And
Well,
it was
also because on a golf course, it's well manicured and taken care of. A lot of those frisbee golfs, like I saw some of the shit where y'all were like his phone was, filming. That you're in some woods and shit.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, it didn't.
Like golf courses, they have woods on the outskirts. Don't get me wrong, but there's a nice clear.
There's no greens and shit. No, dude, this is this is in the woods.
Playing the actual golf course, frisbee golf, fucking nice. They're always nice.
No, I've hit a bear with a fucking frisbee, dude.
A bear?
Yeah, motherfucker.
You hit a Florida black bear with a frisbee in the woods. Yeah. Down there.
On that one there are sometimes the monkeys will come over.
Because of one of the hurricanes, they escaped from the zoo and shit, right?
Tarzan. It wasn't from the zoo. It was they had them.
They started breeding though, like they escaped. Especially in South Florida, they escaped Hurricane Andrew and lived out in the swamp and they thrived. Because alligator ain't gonna fuck with a monkey. A monkey will stab an alligator.
You're outside of your mind, dude. The only reason that I think that those monkeys survive on that river is because it's clear and they can see the gators coming.
Right. That doesn't hurt. Well, plus, you know, when you can hang out up in the tree, there ain't much in Florida that's gonna fuck with
You
you.
don't gotta beat them.
They have to go down to the water to drink sometimes, but they can. The water, the river, is crystal clear.
Right. Well,
So, like,
you're not
you can
far.
see
You're not far
That
from where all
sword he's
those.
got is one of the rarest ones. In
I know.
the
I,
the one I had.
I know the general area you're in. You're not far from those springs and shit where it's like you said, crystal clear water.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't give a fuck. It's Silver River, and directly across from it is the disc golf course.
Right. And I know that. I know those. Like, there's like a shit ton of those spring-fed little streams and pockets and swimming areas that are, like you say, you can see 20 feet down and shit.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can
Yeah,
see.
or
No, you
can.
can see completely down. Way
Yeah.
further than that.
Well, I'm just saying,
You get-
in general, you know, you can
Yeah.
at least see 20 feet.
I'm on that good cushion alcohol.
Honestly, that's probably the prettiest part of Florida on the inside part, because the beach is all the beach gets all the credit and the keys, and yes, it's pretty. But but honestly, that's probably the best part of Florida is the springs and shit like that area you're talking
Yeah,
about.
Central Florida is the best part. It's lush as fuck.
Because if you go down south, it's just really swamp. You're in some Brady shit down there.
Them crawdads.
Yeah, fucking pythons trying to get your ass. Iguanas out the ass, taking over.
Alright, if you're watching the stream, I'll see you tomorrow. It's time to make food.
Fuck off, Brad. I made you, Brad. You're a piece of shit nothing. You're done. Thank you, fuck you, bye.
I didn't know Jake was here.
I'm always here. I go hard in the paint. And on Pornhub.
It was X videos.
Or, oh yeah, X videos, whatever. Fucking Jake. Ugh. I haven't talked to him forever, man. He got mad because I didn't send him any more packages. And I said, Jake, if I have to send you a package, your nephew's gonna. If I don't
He
send you
was
extra.
bashing me on a show, calling me names that I'm not even.
He's a narcissist. He's a narcissist, Granny. I don't know if you know this, but Pesci's a narcissist. I made him. Wait a minute. So he calls Pesci a narcissist, but then says, I made him. Isn't that a narcissist thing?
I think the funniest thing ever, and I never watched Jake's jack off video, but I do think the funniest thing I've heard is that, like, he jacks off and then turns to the camera and cuts a wrestling promo, like,
Yeah.
promoting X videos.
Hey, because Jay Walks goes, oh my god, did you see this shit? And I'm like, what?
It's Kane.
And he said Jake goes, because it was the edited version, it had the big box over, you can't see anything. And Jake goes, X videos is the best in the business at what they do. Too sweet for life.
That's some weird shit right there.
Bro, you have to either be committed or delusional to cut a wrestling promo after you nut, dude.
Oh my god.
If it's free porn, it's for Jake.
I don't know if you know this, Granny, but I got some free porn of you. Schmidt sent me a picture. It's on my wall. No, he's mad because I didn't send him another package. I said, Jake, if I send you a package, I have to send extra for you to give the nephew so he won't beat your ass and take it. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not sending extra fucking chips and beef jerky or whatever the fuck you
I
want.
told you, if you're gonna send him anything, send him a glitter bomb.
We've been talking about that glitter bomb for fucking a year or two, by the way.
It's been a while. Probably the last time I
Well.
mentioned it was that day you were on.
Yeah.
Daddy, if I am sleeping.
Why are you awake?
I just remember the look on Roman's face when he got glitter bomb.
Yeah, Roman said he was not a fan of that, right?
So it really, he was so pissed that I knew about it. He's like, how'd you know that?
Because this chick told you.
Yeah, his chick told me. I never told him that.
Oh, she's the one that sent it to him?
Yeah, she bought weed off me when he moved down there, and she was telling me she sent him a glitter bomb.
Damn, why the fuck, oh, to his job, why the fuck did she send a glitter bomb? What the
She
fuck?
was mad at him. She was mad at him.
Because he moved down there and left her up here or whatever?
Well, at first she was supposed to move down there, and then he had like a freak change of mind because he realized he was hard in the facility.
Yeah, she thought she was going to be leaving Cleveland, getting a free place to live in Florida.
Well,
I mean-
she threw money down. She's not like
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure she'd have paid her share, like food, whatnot, but he'd have been paying the bills. It'd have been
He
his
would've been
name.
smart to keep her around. He was an idiot for getting rid of her. I like
Why
her.
was she hot?
Well, she looked good, yeah, but she was like,
Oh.
she was kind of cool to be around too.
Oh, well, there you go. Hot and cool. We call those a unicorn. Remember the guy who did, what was that? The guy who did the, well, she's hot, not crazy, and has money. We call that the unicorn. Because it doesn't exist in the real world. Pepper, Granny, when are you going to
Once
get...
you get a sword, though, you'd have to upgrade it too. It's not going to just be a badass sword off jump. It'll
Granny,
be
when are you
pretty
going to get
good.
back in the Halo game?
Who?
Like, Granny, when are you going to get back in the Halo game? Amazing.
I do know this. Jacob says he's 5'10", which is fucking bullshit, because that bitch was shorter than me.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'8".
You should have put them on your shoulders and did one of those, what are they called?
Master Blasters?
No, you know when you go in, you play chicken in a pool, you'll have the chick
Chicken
on
fight.
your shoulders.
Yeah.
Chicken
Around
fight.
Jacob on your shoulders like that.
I was like, damn, you were way fucking shorter than I thought. What do you mean? Midget?
You get behind him and backstab him.
Yeah, he was a lot shorter than I thought he was gonna be. He got out of the car, I was kind of alarmed. Alright, yeah, what's up? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Alright. About that
Later,
time.
y'all.
Later, Granny.
Later.
Fuck off, Brad.
I'm gonna take it in there, bro.
TK.
You will.
This
You
is
made
a
him
bowling. This is a bowling free network, and you are fucked.
You gotta find him. I'll tell you this, you're close to him.
piece of shit, nothing. You are done.
You gotta search everywhere.
Alright, well, it's I'm going. I'm out of here. I'll see y'all. Later.
Yeah, me too. But
It's one of those signs, but that's not. I'm pretty sure. I mean, you can touch it, see what happens. Go ahead. Yeah, it says invade a world if you want to go invade a world, but I don't think you're ready. Are you in the owner? Behind him. That's doing that, you gotta get over your move. Can't get these guys head on. You can't be doing that. You can't straight in your face. You gotta get behind him or on the side of him. You know, I mean, no, that sword will actually whoop that motherfucker. You just gotta get in the right situation. Those knights are there every time. Those are good farming knights. Well, I was about to tell you where you died at, there's a bonfire over there. But you can't be careless. Like that knight that's in the chapel that just beat your ass, use these people. You can't attack them at the same time. You need a very much quicker weapon if you're gonna attack him head on. You have to kill him. Try to get on the side of him or behind him. The blacksmith is over there. And he's right under the bonfire. one will work. It's just way to fighting it. Fighting it hard, still fighting head on. Beat him with either one. Disasters are gone after you defeat the graveyard spirit. What did it say? Now when you eventually get to the factory, gotta stick with one weapon when you're upgrading because you bounce around with weapons, you eventually probably won't have much time. Now here's the thing with the factory samurai sword, you gotta keep in mind, you're gonna have to repair that quicker. Every weapon will turn weight, meaning your weapons take damage. So then you have to get them repaired. If you had a bonfire, it doesn't. The weapon. The samurai sword's great. It's low on durability, meaning you'll probably only be able to use it in battle for a while. And then you have to, like, get to a bonfire to repair it, or you'll have repair powder. You'll know. They don't say weapon at risk. It's a big fucking shithole thing in Dark Souls. So yeah, the weapons, you have to get them repaired. The weapons all take damage. And it's under durability. All you gotta do is click up the weapon and it'll say durability. It'll say it's actually pretty good durability. Samurai sword you'll be able to use, but you're gonna have to put it away. Or you not use it. That samurai sword's great. You just don't have anything upgraded. Remember, weapons upgrade. Weapons upgrade to about, but if you upgrade a samurai sword, it'll be good. But yeah, that actually is bad starting. But as soon as you upgrade the samurai sword, it'll be way over there. Yes, so you gotta determine which one you want to pick. I wouldn't even have fought him. Don't even go back out there and fight him. Unless you're farming right now. Unless you're farming, this guy does drop good souls. Like, I would draw that guy out in that little circle, I'm getting right to his back, I'm backstabbing that motherfucker. He's so easy to get to his back. I killed all these motherfuckers from behind. Get to his back. Yeah, look. You were there, but you didn't stop and like, go backwards. Touch his back, hit R1, get that backstab. You know, sometimes when you two-hand that goddamn samurai sword, you're a fucking a beast with it. Well, if you do that little kick move, the shield will go back. Oh! Yeah, that sword's really good. It's just low on durability. Boom, you're on his back. You could have killed him right there, man. These guys are easy. You could have just really killed him right there. There you go. Alright, I'm gonna show you a little trick, man. This one's free. You should be thanking me for that. First of all, ditch that guy. I'm gonna take you straight to the bonfire. So if you die, you're at least right here. Turn around. Okay? I want you to do this. Go straight, right now. As soon as you go down them stairs, do not even fuck with those guys. I want you to veer to the right and go down that corridor. Don't even go in the church and fight the guy yet. The bonfire first. No, don't get killed, goddammit. He ran in the middle of it. Whoa, out of there. Get to that right corridor. Make the right down that path. Make the right, bust the right. Straight down to the bonfire. Great shot. Blacksmith will be down there too. That's why I said, that's a helpful hand. Because you would have been fighting that one guy forever. Let's start back like that other bonfire. Oh, don't get killed by Jim Cricket. Down them steps to that bonfire. Get down them steps, bonfire, and then go talk to the blacksmith. You got any humanities? If you don't got any humanities, bonfire lit, rest at it. Here you need, to kindle the fire, you need to reverse howling, right there where it says reverse howling, but you don't have no humanity. So that's why I said humanity, like all my fires always had 10 flags, but I always made sure I had humanities, I knew places to get them. I knew enemies that drop them in farming. That's another thing I knew in this game was how to farm. Talk to him and pick one weapon right now to upgrade. Why would you fight him? That's the fuck, dude. If you would have fought him, you would have fucked the whole game. Don't hit him with a sword. You'll fuck the whole game. Because he'll fight you every time he sees you. That's the blacksmith. There's not many of them. He's your whole fucking, that's the whole game with that guy.
I'm
You
Andre
would
of
have killed him.
Astora.
He would have been going after you for the rest of the game. Why would you have wanted to kill him? See, he sells those. That's how you upgrade weapons. So go back, and you can buy weapons from him too. There's certain weapons he has you might want. Go look. Go to reinforced weapons. It's going to show you the weapons you have. The weapons on the right, that shows you what they upgrade to. So keep going down, and it says right there in the corner what you need. One Titanite sword. Some swords take other types of shards. So you want to pick one of those and upgrade, or buy a weapon from him to upgrade. He has weapons for sale. But I do recommend this. The weapon you upgrade right now, make that your primaries for a little bit. Unless you're gonna be willing to, you know, farm that Titanite share. If you could do it, you can get it to a +2. You see that? You can get it to a +2. It's just enough to do it to a +2, so I recommend doing it. Get it to a +2. Now, look. To upgrade it more, you need 2 Titanite shards. He sells them. You can buy them. But they cost souls, and you'll have to go farm some. You can keep going back and forth, defeating guys, and keep trying to, you know, upgrade and doing it like that. There'll come a point where you can't upgrade the weapon, you're going to need stronger shards or whatever, and you'll know when that is.
Most weapons and armor are mighty sturdy indeed.
But now this is when the game's
Every
very
hunk of
confusing.
metal has its
It's,
breaking point. If you notice durability running low, it's time to repair. You can ask a blacksmith like myself, or do it on your own with a grindstone. The nice thing about
check out his
weapons,
purchase items. He
they
shows
never
you what
betray
always,
you.
if these guys are selling
Pay
shit,
the money
always
with
look at what they're
respect.
selling.
Hey,
Where's his purchase item? See what weapons he has. See what fucking shards he has. There's only 2 blacksmiths in this whole fucking game. You would have killed him, you would have been real strong. You would have had to have become like a legend. You would have had to beat everybody with +1 weapon, which is possible, but only close. That means you don't have enough money, but a lot of that stuff's important, so look at that. That first thing, I would definitely buy one of those when you get enough money. That's 2 or 4 things at a bonfire, meaning you could just start upgrading your weapons at the bonfire. You don't have to go to him, okay? That other one, tool for repairing weapons and armor at a bonfire. Very important, because what you don't realize is eventually some of those weapons, the durability is going to get low, and you're going to have to repair them. There's a lot of those things you're going to have to get at times, and you're going to have to determine when you spend the time to get them. I wasn't, like, usually, by this point, I usually did 1 soul run, bought all that shit, so I didn't have to worry about it. Like I said, I was a level up. It cost me 80,000 souls to level up, so I mean, all I did for a while was level up. I'm going to show you something. Hit pause before you go in there, and I pause to go to your weapon screen. Go to equipment. No, yeah. Now click on your sword. If you hit toggle display, it'll show you the durability. So, hold on, let me show you. Stay on that page, hold on. See the durability? It's a 7980. It's down there on the bottom.
Oh, durability.
Yeah, the weight of the weapon's 5. The durability is 80. So look, a lot of your weapons, like if you go down one of the axe, go down to your axe real quick. See, the axe is 250. But see how it says 161? You got to repair those before they get to 0. You luckily have a bunch of axes, so you're good. But you got to eventually start repairing weapons. Like, it's actually one of the harder chores of this game. But that samurai sword you got is good, but it's very low in durability. Very soon you're going to have to put it away. It'll let you know until you're at a bonfire where you could repair it. Do you have to fight that guy right now? No, but I wouldn't. I'm not letting him live. Who knows what he could drop in. But like I said, if you're running away from these guys, dude, you're just not gonna. Yeah, you gotta get to the back. You can't fight him forward. Like you're staring at the screen. You gotta move. You gotta get to his back. Oh, you were there. Now hit him now. Hit him. Hit him. I don't know why it's not. That's fucking bullshit. Yeah, you get to his back and not fight him head on. Oh, he's gonna ram back. Well, your bomb fight is right there. I saved you out. Another player. You're gonna see a lot of those motherfuckers. You're never gonna be able to touch them. They're never gonna talk to you. You're hollow. They look at you. They're like, look at this hollow dude. You just gotta like search around, man. There's no right or wrong where to really go. It's like the way you already went. There's like 4 or 5 things you can do over here right now. Boss, side boss, the guy you were just fighting. You're right by the upgrade center. It's time to start learning how to farm. These guys aren't the guys you want to fight. These are bullshit. Backstab with every sword. I don't understand what's going on. Backstab with every sword in the fucking game. I'll go turn on my Dark Souls 1 and go on a backstabbing spree. That guy's already dead in my game, or I would show you how to beat him. Get to his back. Like literally run to his back. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, there you go. Hit him or push up on him and stab. It's just fucking stick in his back. You gotta be at a certain spot. But yeah, as soon as he's in forward like that, you might as well run. Because he's gonna hit you. He's got a great mace and a great front swing. This guy should never be in front of you. I know how to dodge those 3 attacks. Stand his back. Look, stand his back. Remember, it's R1 for the backstab. And you gotta be touching his back. You gotta be literally on his back, man. Not from a distance like that, no. Yeah, you could have put your sword in his hand and did an R2 strong attack. He might have been dead right now. One-handed. Oh! That's fucked up. He's only 2 hits, man. Oh shit. Nice. Don't say just, you need those. Those upgrade your weapons, bro. That makes your weapons stronger. Or you gotta farm and buy them from that guy. You're lucky, because think about this. If I wouldn't show you that blacksmith yet, you wouldn't even know where those come from yet. You would have to get them from a straight enemy. Like I said, if I were you, I would fucking money buy and get that samurai sword to where there'll be a point where you have to upgrade it with a different shard. But at least the Titanite shard you guys have access to, so you can maybe get a couple weapons. But it's going to be a lot of running around. Fix the durability on that. No, you got a bunch of axes. What you need to do is you need to get that thing that repairs the so see how much it costs. I think they're $2 grand. So maybe a little bit more. Go to purchase item. Click over right there. Go down to tool for repairing at a bonfire. They're 2,000. Go ahead and buy it. Now watch, go to the bonfire.
Don't get
Go to your
yourself.
bonfire, and then when you click the bonfire, there will be a selection for it. And you can do it. It's a lot harder in the other Souls games because the weapons break quicker. When you click on it, you'll repair it. You'll have to pay souls. Don't use the sword. Do it to the sword you're using, but yeah. You got a bunch of those axes, so those axes got 250. You won't have to worry about getting those fixed for a while. But that samurai sword, you're gonna have to get fixed almost every time you bring it out. It's got the lowest durability in the game, but it's one of the sharpest weapons. Like, if you could see a player like me use that thing's a badass sword. Now you just gotta search. Everything you need is all around here. And there's a lot of shit in that castle that you need to fucking check out. There's past that shrine. Open up more shortcuts. The boss. Very hard, it's gonna be a very hard boss for you. But it'll be a good learning one. The big guy's gone. Inside that church, there's 4 of those other knights that are good for farming. 3 to your left. Right now, there's 3 to your left. 3 to your left. There's 3. I know all the enemies that are here. There's 3 over there. Keep in mind. And there's 1 wizard above you. The wizard above you that keeps running. There's another knight on the steps that lead up to the wizard as well. There's a total of 4 knights. Four knights, 1 right here to the right, up those stairs, there's a knight. As soon as you click that left, there's a knight. I can tell you. He's an easy one. You can get right to his back to backstab. I don't know how you're not backstabbing. It makes no sense. It's almost incredible for you to be this far without backstabbing. I wonder if I should turn on my game and show you how to do it. No, I would click on my samurai shirt so you could do it with every... You could do it with a goddamn spear. Look. The wizard should only be a 1-shot. Let me tell you what you did. You ran up on the guy and you just started mashing buttons. You fight these guys. If you go right in front of them, they're going to take their weapon and they're going to kill you. You see that guy? He stabbed you right in it. I'm like, whoa, he just kind of just went in front of him, didn't do anything, and whoa, he should have went right for that guy's back. Put a fucking sword in it. Yeah, but think about this. You just upgraded your other weapon. You're using a weapon that's not upgraded at this point. That's what I said. You should have upgraded that weapon. You need to be using the sword at this point that you're upgrading. That +2, you need a stronger sword. As I said, you might need to farm and get that axe to a +2. It's gonna tell me it's gonna say R1. There's only one button for backstab. There's R1. Right there. You gotta be closer to him when you hit the R1. You gotta be on him. Let me turn on my goddamn PlayStation. Hold on. See, what's funny is you don't even remember what the guy at the Firelink Shine told you what your job is supposed to be. He's a melee guy, but your job is to turn to ring 2 bells. One of them's at the top of this church. Yeah, good luck getting to that one. Are you kidding me? You knew when I get to it. I beat the game. You can't beat the game without ringing the bell. You beat every boss. You gotta learn how to fight these guys. You don't fight them. You have to fight them 1-on-3. You gotta learn to draw in one. Like right now, you need to just kind of get away from those guys right now. You're not gonna beat 3 of them. Especially if you don't know how to backstab yet. Eventually, one of them will run back to their spot. Of course. They're good nights to farm at this point. You're just still learning how to fight them. I'm about to put this on. I'm about to pick that same weapon you got. I'm about to make sure you backstab with it. Swords about all that. You're dead. fired up Dark Souls intro. It's not easy getting a backstab. I have to make sure. I'm gonna make sure I'm not going nuts, but see if we can do it with Samurai Sword. Perfect, I'm right down here too. Alright, let me turn on the Samurai Sword. I know I had one of those. Yeah. Luckily I showed that to you because eventually you're gonna be like, dude, all my weapons are breaking. Yeah, this game, I mean, that's what I said. I'm literally at the part you're at right now. I'm about to see if this bag Yep, I just did it. You want to watch me? Just did it with the same sword. Watch it. Oh yeah, alright, I'll wait till you play this part, then I'll share my screen and I'll show you how to whoop these guys dressed as a ninja with the samurai sword. Oh yeah, he's a backstabber. It's finicky. It's finicky. It's definitely finicky. Like that 3 on 3, I was doing that draw. Now I'm gonna fight all 3 at once only because I'm ready to fight all 3, but I'm gonna show you how to backstab them. I just got the night you fought. I just got a backstab on that same night you just fought just now with my samurai sword, and I'm not even holding the shield. You can do it with 2 hands. Let's fight now, so. What? Yeah. Look, he just dropped a shard. That's big. New weapon. It's a good weapon too. Yeah, and it's not even an upgrade. That's what I said. It's not a bad weapon to have. You fucking, give it a try out. Better to use two-handed. Two-hand. You'll get some real hits out of it. You gotta hit triangle in the helmet too. It's not a bad weapon once you learn how to use it. Remember that hybrid I had was electricity one. Your back has with every weapon in the game. Open that thing. I'm not gonna let you do that or run away from it. Open that door. What are you doing? Make the shortcut. I'm saying open that door so you have that shortcut open. What do you mean, what about the magician? Go to that crank thing and crank that door open so that door stays open in the future. You ever had to go through it? Yeah, I mean, you almost just packed that right up. Now you go back, that's just that shortcut to the other spot. Those are those guys, the Archer and the kid was. You don't have to go back there, that door's open now. Who? I mean, to a player of your kit, L, yes. Because you said you're having trouble backstabbing, and that wizard is weak spot in backstabbing. First, you're gonna have about 30 of those guys running around. That's the first part. You're not even using your shield on these guys, you just let them you can't try to use your sword. Your stamina's down. You gotta let your stamina build back up. That's very important as well. Go stab him. R2 stab. Good, stab him. Good, alligator. Go run behind him and backstab him. He jumped out, he wants, yeah, he wants you to fight him. He's a magician, he knows he's slow. Oh, you could have killed him. Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! There's his back! His back turned in. As soon as you see his back, you run up on his back and you get that stab in him. Now he's got you in front of him now. You could hug him, literally still on his back. That guy's simple. He has no defense. He's a magician. He's very limited. He's got a fork. I don't think he shouldn't respawn. I don't remember him respawning that many times. If he did, I just don't remember. I also wasn't on this part one. What? What are you trying to find out? Oh, okay. Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna go respawn these enemies and go to the 5 seconds. Okay, let me know when you're watching. First of all, you see me in my ninja suit with my ninja sword. First of all, can you see me in my ninja's fit? Okay, watch how ninja take out knights.
Big no. Probably 68. Getting the poor egg.
I wanted to backstab that other guy first, but... Oh, did I not rest? Hold on, I didn't rest. I didn't rest at the bonfire. I was like, why are those guys dead? Hold on.
Take your time. We'll be playing this till at least 2 or 3. Experience.
And eventually your Estus flasks, you make those stronger too. There's a way to upgrade those. Or it'll give you more life when you drink them. Alright, are you watching?
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna try to parry on these guys. Sometimes these guys just die from my sword, but I'll definitely show you how to do the knights. But let me see if I get it quick on Mr. Archer here. So look, Mr. Archer.
Yeah.
Look, right to his back. Look, backstab. Backstab. See how quick that was, Barkley? Look, I don't even wait. I go right to his back. Look at that. Double backstab. Huh? Who's fucking with me? So you sit there and you do all this weird shit flying around. I go right to the motherfucker's back. Oh shit, hold on. Look, I'll hug him. Look at that. I'll follow the motherfucker.
Better heal.
No, I know. Watch me do this other night. Watch this. Watch how tricky this is. Watch this. He ain't even gonna hear me coming. Watch this. There's another 3 over here. Watch this. Hi, Mr. Knight. I'm gonna get a quick, nice backstab on you. You gotta literally be on their back, Barkley. You have to like get up on them and then get in their back. You gotta earn that shit. You ain't gonna be able to do it unless you're on them. And you gotta be like quick. Like watch this little move I do here. I already did it on him before to make sure it works. Watch this shit. Backstab! Good night, ho! Watch this. I want to show you how I take... Remember that nut you were having trouble with over there? Wait, first of all, I hate this guy. All right, watch this night down here, how easy this guy is over. Remember when you were fighting this guy? Watch you get right up on him. Now I could backstab him, but I want you to see him come head at me. All right, come on, brother. Hold on, I'm trying to get out here so you can see me do it. All right, watch. Draw him out here. Just in case, I'll even put my sword up. Look, I want him to come follow me. Hug him. Get right up on him. Look at that. Get right up on him. And then you'll eventually be at his back. Right now, he's eyeing me down pretty good. But you can hug right up on him. He'll let you get up on him. And then you find your way to his back. Look, boom. Eventually, you'll get there. I missed the backstab. But I got him. But you could stab all them fuckers. And then you do that. Look, you hit your head with the sword like this. That's how you do the wiggle. See, I like to hold this samurai sword with two hands. You could do an attack like this.
Shouldn't I be able to if I walk over?
Good question.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works, but that is a good question. We probably would technically. I'd probably be able to invade your game and fight you. Well, let me use my humanity real fast, one of these. So I'm here. No, I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to go fight you, but if I can invade your world, I might be able to help you fight the boss. There's co-op, too.
In this one there is?
You'd have to check, but there might be. I never really did it. I never had another friend that kind of played these games.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so that's how you do it. So watch, I'll get a backstab one of these guys. You aggro. Now look, don't forget. See how I'm in this church? Look how quick you miss something. Straight ahead, you might want to go explore straight ahead where those two doors are. That takes you back to a shortcut back to the beginning. So how you would do this is you fucking get one of them out at a time. This guy I'm going to quickly backstab. Backstab! Good night, O! You got to get right up on him. Can't do that sad shit. Look, and then now I can just take these two out. Look at him. Nice try. Oh, you want to do that? All right. Oh, shit, he countered me. Look, he parried me. Holy shit, because he has that good-ass sword. Holy shit. Now, you can do it with one, too. I tried both. Yeah, these guys could get parries off on you. I forgot about that. He parried me and took half of my life. Good night. There's a guy on the step. God, I'm over your head. Look at me on the steps with this guy. See how I'm hugging him? Trying to get to his back. Boom. And then you will get there eventually. You gotta get right up on him. But yeah, they're very possible with this samurai sword. And I don't see the magician. So he's only a one-time aggro. Yeah, he's gone. Oh, you fucking pussy. You're giving him too much space. You need to get right up on him and get him back. I know it's easier said than done, but it's pretty easy. I just did 2 of them. But I'm on the second playthrough with these guys are much harder. Yeah. That's why that. Well, what happens is your second playthrough, you got all your weapons still. You don't start with no weapons. You start with everything you have. So, guys will be better, but you'll have all the weapons you had from the first playthrough. That's why a lot of people do it. Because then they get to see how strong they can take certain bosses down. Yeah, the bosses are better, but you still take them out of there. I would say. Dark Souls 1 bosses, as hard as they are at times, when you start playing the other From Software games, this is the easiest when it comes to bosses. The game's hard. It's getting to the boss in this game as well. And fighting the Titanite demons that you're about to start fighting, he's hard. You saw him whoop me a couple times yesterday. You're about to fight him for the first time. Backstab, boom! You're missing backstab. Right there! I don't know why I didn't give it to you. It's kind of like, well, the problem is it's like a finicky thing, like the jump. You gotta be in a very certain, like, you gotta touch the button in a certain way. Yeah, it's kind of finicky. It's decent armor. I don't know how strong you are, though, yet. Let's see, look how much that weighs. That weighs 7.8. Or no, 10.9. That's yeah, I don't think you're. You need to get a little bit stronger first before you start wearing that. Unless you want to be a slow. You can put it on. You just won't be able to move fast. That's what this game's about. Is getting strong enough to wear all that shit. The reality is, on Dark Souls 1, your first playthrough. Then you go to one of the shortcuts. So look, this shortcut is taking you. Let's see if you can tell from this taking it where it's taking you. You know where you're at? You should recognize where you're at. Remember, you gotta use those souls too. Those souls of the last dead, that gives you more souls. You're in the beginning of the game. Where that first fire was.
Use these?
Yeah, you use those.
Use them right now?
Well, and then fucking level up with them. They're sold. Yeah, that one too. Did you read what the Fire Soul does? You need to read that. That's very important. That soul that was right under it. See what that says? So you gotta find who to give that to. And it'll boost the power of the Estus flask. Someone does that for you. So where your Estus flask will give you more energy. Do not eat that soul, so you won't be able to do that. You're at the beginning of the game. So now you have a quick shortcut to get back there without going the long way if you want to. Yeah. So if you have to get, because you're going to have to come back here eventually, I'll tell you a hint, there's lots of places to go, you just don't see them, all right in this circle. But if I were you, I'd go back to that castle you were at, because you got shit that you need to do over there before you come here. fucking endurance. Make them a little bit stronger, though, you know, so you can at least maybe put on a small little setting. Kind of go between that and vitality, and then you go with the strength and all that. You had the farm at one point. It's not required, the game doesn't make it. But if you want your guys strong and all that. The problem is you won't be able to get that shadow guard for a while. That shadow guard is very light. But if I were to take a sword swipe, I'd still take significant damage. You saw those guys on the second playthrough were able to almost kill me with one of their sword swings. Yeah, you want to get vitality up to 20. You want to get your endurance up to 20. You want to get your strength up to 20. You want to get dexterity up to 20. Start there. A lot of that other shit is just you're not ready to learn and all that. It's all magic. That's going to be on you. Okay. I didn't use Dark Souls. I didn't use magic in Dark Souls, so I'm not going to be able to teach you that. I didn't use it till part 3. I made my guy just a knight, and I mean, you can use it. But I'm saying magic's very tough to learn. Once you get the magic, you have to learn what shit to put on to make it strong. You gotta get staffs to use it, like Harry fucking Potter. I didn't use magic in Dark Souls 1. Part 2 I did, and part 3 I did, but I regretted it in part 3 because it took away from other attributes that I've just regretted doing magic build. I'll always do a knight warrior build. Where you going? Why wouldn't you take that elevator back up to the castle? This ain't no farming area. Those guys only drop 26 souls. You're your whole life. Yeah, you will. I don't know what you're doing. Go back to the Firelink Shrine, go back in that elevator, and go back up to where that wizard was. You got tons of shit in there before you come back here. Wrong way. There's shit back there. You're eventually going to have to go there, but I do not recommend you go back there now. Unless you're going back there just to get the item and run out. But there's very hard enemies back there that you can't even kill right unless you have a certain weapon. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you're gonna like little shortcuts you're gonna just have to just search and find. There's no right or wrong is where to go. Because even if we got to be lost, you don't know. It's just recommended to be strong. But this is where you need to be right now. There's tons of shit in this castle you made. There's tons of shit where that blacksmith is that you missed. There's a chance that if I didn't tell you about that bonfire, you'd still be fighting that guy in the shrine over there. At least if he's giving you a free swing, get a free swing off. No, I know. Oh, that's a chance, man. You gotta get good at it. Yeah, aggro them one at a time. See, you're learning now. One at a time. You can't fight someone. You can. I don't even know if your sword was strong. I had that. My samurai sword, like that one, is much stronger than yours. Oh, that's even a backstab. You must have did something wrong. Right there, boom. That's your backstop. It's not even close. I don't know what's going wrong right there. No, it's very finicky. That's what I'm saying. You have to be like very smooth. You could easily miss. Remember when I'd be like, how come I'm not getting a backstab when I was playing this game for the first time? I remember that. You'll miss a lot. Look, that guy lets you go to his back. Oh. Dude, there's shit in that castle you just walked out of that you missed. Tons of shit. You got, like I said, you gotta just start walking around, man. Yeah, and that doesn't matter because I just did it on my game before. Remember, if you can't lock on him, he's not an enemy. If you can't lock on him, he's not an enemy. But the game will allow you to kill anybody.
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall. Or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge, no matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited. So here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak. Still closed. Still closed. Still closed. Still closed.
Hey, that guy just pretty much told you what he needs. He needs your help opening that door. I mean,
Still closed. Still closed.
yeah, he basically, if you missed what he basically said, I need you to go find a way to open this door for me. Prime pub in the game. There's tons of shit to do in this. So, like I said, there's a lot of shit to do. So I did it. I said there's tons of shit over there. I beat that guy in my first try. Yesterday he did the guy like I said, a weapon for him. You gotta get a weapon strong enough to fight him. That's what I said. It's hard for me to tell you. The hard part is in this game, one's actually pretty easy. Yeah, he's gonna be rough for you, right? You're not gonna just go through him. You're gonna have to learn how to fight him. You saw what kind of saw the sword I used on him yesterday.
Big ass.
He's beatable, but this is when you're gonna have to experiment with the game.
I'd be fighting him.
I mean, here's the thing. Like I told you before, you're definitely strong enough to fight him, but you're gonna have to learn styles of weapons, what's doing damage to him, what's not. You know what I mean? The weapon I used on him my first playthrough, you do not possess. But that's not your fault. That doesn't mean you couldn't beat him with that axe. But you're also going to have to get some of your weapons stronger. You said that didn't do any damage to him. And samurai sword might not be a good weapon on him. Are you strong enough? Yeah. Are you smart enough? I don't know. Here's what you gotta figure out. You really want me telling you those things? That just gives away the whole game. That's what makes this game good. You could beat anybody. Like, do you realize people do speedruns on this game and they beat it in a half hour? What I'm trying to tell you is, you're strong enough to beat everybody in the game. Speedrunners beat the final boss as a level blah blah blah. It's about, oh, you gotta be smart enough to beat these guys. You have the right weapon. Is the weapon upgraded enough? When I faced that guy for the first time, I pretty much gave you somewhat of a hint. I had a sword that you do not possess, and it was way stronger. I had the sword I was using is the one that these guys you're fighting dropped. But I got lucky. But I had a few weapons. But their katana blade might be weak on that guy. That's just reality. There's shit in this castle. I'll give you another hint. There's shit in this castle you have to get. Just stuff that was right in front of your eyes. You didn't even see it. That's why in this game it's very important to go over and... Yeah, you should have been doing that to motherfuckers. But... You want me to show you that I could do it with the shield? Well, I literally just did it. I was to make sure I did two-handed. I hold my sword two-handed because usually I can Because my roll's much quicker. It takes a minute to get your guy fightable. Like, it's going to be a slow process in the beginning. You're not going to be a barbarian right now. First playthrough. This is when the game takes flight, from this juncture. Because back at that Firelink Shrine where you were, there's tons of shit over there. You didn't even try to take out that red dragon and get the Drake sword. So you're doing this without the Drake sword. That's what I said. You just completely skipped over that bridge over there and you didn't check it out. Huh? Well, dude, well, what I did was, my first playthrough, I did enough damage to him to where he dropped the Drake sword. And I was able to get that other bonfire. Yeah, I killed him in time. But he drops, that dragon drops shit. Like I said, there's shit you're just going to have to go do. It's not that, I'm going to tell you, but one of the things I did early was, I had to fucking drink. But the dragon is not required, no. You have to be clever to kill him, though. It might take you to kill him. Unless you watch the video. But even all the videos are confusing, because you never know what walkthrough the guy's on. Some guy might whoop the dragon, meanwhile, with a black axe. What do you mean? No, you want to do a little bit of, you want to get vitality up to 20, strength, dexterity, and endurance. Yeah, you want to start getting a little, when you start facing some real opponents. If you're going to wear light armor, you need to learn defense, and then you need to learn how to parry. You need to learn how to not get done. Endurance is the only thing, and then like I said, you will find rings in the game that will allow you to carry your heavier shit. That'll boost it. As I said, this is a long process. Nothing's quick. You're going to be asking yourself questions for a while. I would have took care of the shit in the castle first before I would fight that Titanite guard. That's just me. I mean, like I said, I had the Claymore sword at this point, and that Claymore sword back at Firelink Shrine. And you had to go in an area with enemies. I don't know how to tell you to go in an area where you're not really able to fight the enemies, but I ran in there just to get the sword and ran out. Meaning, there was a bunch of enemies that I wasn't strong enough to kill. I ran in there, got the Claymore, ran out. I was whooping motherfuckers with that, Claymore and the Boulder sword. But you have an axe that can do damage, and that katana's good against certain enemies. You just gotta learn the way of the blade. Back there.
Oh.
Yeah, there's motherfuckers that rock the house with that Uchi-Gare. Like, you wouldn't even have that right now. You had to kill somebody to get that thing. It's also just a +2. dropping them in a couple hits. Tons of shit you're gonna have to backtrack and do. I just don't. The game doesn't have any specific order to do shit. Yeah, I don't know why he's doing Yep. Hard to start. Elden Ring's probably harder. Yeah, I told you, this is super hard until you beat it once and you learn the formula. Because the bosses in this game are probably easier than Elden Ring. But it can't be hard to you. That's what I said, dude. You were lucky you had me as a guide. The pig, you'd probably be like, I can't kill that pig, I'm just gonna avoid it. That's why when you saw my guide, how much level upping I should do to level up, I would level up for long hours in the beginning. I'd have 2-3 weapons at this point that were +5. Well, I knew places to farm. They're not, this is a decent place right here to farm, but there's a couple other good places. Look, you got the Boulder helmet. very finicky. It's fixed up by Dark Souls 3. All you need to know is everything that you need to do in this game is around you. You have to just go walk and walk and see what you find. There's really no right order. There's some places you can't go, obviously, but you should be smart enough to get to those places. No, I can't. Like this game, you have to walk the house, right? You can't walk amongst them. Find a sword. Parry where you're dead. I told you, gotta be careful attacking those guys front ahead. They can parry. That's a parry sword. That shield, these guys, parry shield. They'll one-shot you. That's why backstabbing is so important. This is where the game really does become the game, though, in this little hub. You went out, Daisy, come on. What's up, you went out? He just buried you again. He just buried you again. You gotta be careful with that. I was on this game for a lot of hours, bro. A A lot of time was spent on this here. Long time. The next boss you're gonna fight is gonna be a real test. I don't know if you watched me play him yesterday, but I played him yesterday on the fucking. I whooped him with that helmet. No, that's not a boss, bro. I just told you, that's a mini boss. A boss has an actual life bar at the bottom with a slick blade. That motherfucker didn't want no slick blade. But I'll tell you this, you want to kill that motherfucker, because that motherfucker's dead. He buried him. Where you going? Well, sure, where were you going though? You just saw that door, you were just like, you know what, fuck it.
Oh. I know. Regardless.
Yeah. Ring that bell.
I know exactly.
Now this is a true test fight here. Now I was able to whoop you, but you're not gonna have that same luck. It's a hard battle. You better get in. If you watch videos on YouTube about this battle, they're all different. new headphones. I didn't scream into my microphone. Wait till he tags in his brother. He's tagging in his God, bro. We have to fight two of these motherfuckers at once. Every minute now. You gotta kill the first gargoyle quick. Wake up. Time limit is the battle starts. See, my face them, they will woke up right away. Second play through so hard. Yeah, she's a real hard balance. He said somewhere where magic would be helpful. Only wussies use the magic in usually Dark Souls. Learn it. I'm serious. Look it up. The magic's it's cheesy. I'd rather fight the boss with the sword and actually know that I did it. You could use summons on the gargoyle, but you don't have no humanity. You could get help on that fight. You're gonna be there for a while. Like, for instance, you could have did a magic build, but you'd have to learn how to get the magic up. Like, dude, magic's not easy in this game. It's not that simple, no. It's not, you just get a spell and you could use it. Some of those spells, you'll be like, they didn't do any damage. You gotta learn what fucking wand does it with. That was one of my biggest regrets. Dark Souls 3, doing the magic build. I should have just did my strength build with my sword.
Are you gonna play that Sea of?
I don't know. And also keep in mind, even though you're definitely strong enough to fight the gargoyle, you don't have to fight him right now. But you're gonna have to fight him eventually, and you're definitely, that's why I said you might as well not beat around the bush and just fucking get him done. Gonna let that gargoyle fly around, you gotta get to those bells that are behind him.
No.
Yeah, the guy in the beginning of the game told you that, but see, you weren't ready. Like every enemy from this spot on is times 2 to times 3 more stronger than these little skeletons you fighting on the. I'm saying these are the weakest enemies you'll face in the game in this little circle here. These are like the enemies that are supposed to get you ready for those other guys. That's why you're able to run right behind them. Like I said, this, as hard as it's been up to this point, and you've had a guide, that's like you kind of had it easy. But the other weapons, the other enemies are about to be in the start. You know, I was able to kindle that fire when I faced that gargoyle the first time, so I had 10 Estus flasks when I faced. And the only reason why I was a higher level than you at this point was because I fucked with the dragon. You just kind of skipped that.
Yeah, the fire red on running from the. Yeah.
Sure, but did they also tell you you get that Drake sword? And if you get that Drake sword early, you could be whooping all these guys? No, it's not easy. You don't even realize you don't get to beat him. You just gotta do a certain amount of damage to him and he drops the fucking sword. Huh? Of course. What do you mean, dude? You missed a whole section of the game up there. But I wouldn't go back to the dragon. Now get this gargoyle out of the fucking way. You're already here. I mean, like I said, the only reason you're backtrack to that dragon is for you to get the soul. There's a bonfire over there. Great shit. So you're gonna have to learn how to use the dragon. Trolled. It's a super hard game. It's not easy. I mean, look at your player. Your player's still very weak. He's not ready to fight. I saw how much damage that katana did to the gargoyle. You're definitely ready to fight. Oh! Tons of shit that you packed up. You're gonna have to do a lot of backtracking in this game. I'm just giving you a heads up. Tons of shit. You have zero humanity. You're gonna make the game really kindle any bonfires if you're not human. You get 10 Estus flash. And this is definitely a fight. That you don't, you know, skilled fighter, I didn't have to use 1 Estus flash on him yesterday, but you're still learning this game. So it would have been very helpful for a player of your health to have 10 Estus. But it doesn't mean you can't beat him. You're gonna have to get smarter, get stronger. And pretend this is and the question is, you're strong enough. You just have to be smart enough. Don't look at pin. No, that's the guy you didn't finish it off, remember? See, that sword that they got, I got that sword at plus 15. It's not easy to get a weapon at plus 15. So even if they do drop it, it's great that you have the sword, but you gotta level it up. It's called a boulder, and it's rare that they drop it. It's very rare. I'm so lucky when I got it, I couldn't believe it. Like I said, just be ready for it to go into overdrive soon. It's going to frustrate you a lot more than it has yesterday, like I said. Because you went the right way to start the game. You did go the right way, but then you skipped a lot in the middle. Problem is, when you skip shit, you don't get no stronger. And you drop certain items that really do help your journey. You'll have to determine, is the weapon you have the one, you know, strong enough for you to fight that gargoyle? You'll know if it's strong enough for you to fight that gargoyle after you hit it. That's a hard fight. It's bad. It's not just one gargoyle up there, it's two. There's another thing you have to take into consideration. That axe, you don't even have that axe upgraded at all. This is the point of the game where you should do some farming and upgrade certain weapons to caliber. You're not going to be fighting with the enemies are about to tempt it out. You. Gang bang! You're fucking wasting your time on this thing coming to, man. Go straight to the gargoyle. You should have some class on these idiots. They give me 20 cents. Maybe. You don't have to fight them right now, dude. I mean, Gargoyle's upstairs. These guys are looking out that door. I mean, if you really want to farm them, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, you have no idea how good that sword he has after this. It's so good. Because it's so fast. Careful. He's ready too. What do you mean, why? Dude, if you have an opportunity to upgrade a weapon, did you see how many souls it takes me to upgrade? It takes me 83,000 to level up one notch. That's what I'm saying. You had to... dude, you're about to be fighting motherfuckers, man. You gotta get your shit together. You should have been farming those Titanite shards, and that axe and that katana should both be to the max they could be, so you had to get another piece. Meaning, you could only use the Titanite shards for maybe the first 5 or 4 levels, then it goes to large Titanite shards. I'd have 3 weapons ready to go on the gargoyle. I mean, yeah, you could take out the gargoyle with a +2 fucking katana blade, sure. Yep. Yeah, go +3. Look, you can even upgrade your battle axe. Make sure it's the one you're using, because you got like 10 of them.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of
Yeah, that katana blade at +3 right now, that's some damage. Yeah, there's a storage box that you can put that shit in if it gets in your way. Well, you know when you upgrade it, because it'll say Axe +1. But hold on, before you do that real quick, go down to the katana real quick. So the katana, I want to... No, go to the katana first. I want to show you something. See the katana? It says Titanite shard. So all you got to do is get 2 more of those, or 1 more, or 2 more or 1 more, and you could buy one from the guy. So if you wanted to, you could buy one from the guy right now, and you can make that katana a +4. And I strongly recommend that. Well, now you'd have to buy 2 shards. You might not have enough. Oh, they're only 800? Oh yeah, you can't buy 2. You need to buy 2. Once you can buy 2, you can upgrade that sword again. But you need souls to do it.
Don't get yourself killed, neither.
I mean, I just taught you a very important formula with those weapons. Sometimes people don't learn that until later. When you fight the gargoyle, you're gonna have to learn his moveset. You can't just go up to him and bash. You're gonna have to dodge. You're gonna have to learn what can be blocked. If you saw me take him out yesterday, you saw what I had to do in that ninja suit. But I was very clever. You saw me count the moves. 1, 2. I knew when I could get 2 hits off and couldn't. And I fought both of them at the same time. And you don't have any humanity, so you get summoned. And what's funny is if you Google it, you'll see a guy out there fighting with 2 people. You'll be like, who the hell is that second person? This is the motherfucker's son. Yeah, the game actually helps you get summons for the people that aren't strong enough to fight themselves. You get summons. But just know, if you do summons, you'll always feel like you never beat the game at the end. You'll always feel like the computer did it for you. That's why I don't use summons. When I didn't know what they were in Bloodborne, I used them because I didn't understand what the fuck I was even getting myself into. I was doing double parries on these guys. Fight both of them head on like that, you gotta be pretty smooth, because they're gonna both stab you. Here he comes. Yeah, later. Well, your mission is the gargoyle. You need to learn what it takes to beat the gargoyle. You know it's just them guys. You only beat you guys like that if you want to farm. You're not trying to farm before you go into a boss battle. You're trying to spend your souls before you go to a boss battle. So if it kills you, it don't matter. That's what a homeward bone does. Homeward bone, you accidentally walk into a boss battle. You got tons of souls on you. You don't want to lose them. Use that homeward bone. You go back to the bonfire. Souls are limited as well. You gotta learn a place to buy them or farm. There's certain enemies that farm certain items. Like there's eventually a spot where you get shards, almost like unlimited. It's a hard place to find. It's in Blighttown, which is one of the hardest spots. They say that's the hardest part in this game, and maybe one of the hardest spots in the game. That'll probably be like a month.
Well,
I mean, unless you watch a playthrough and do exactly what the playthrough guy tells you to do, but you probably have to restart the game. It's hard. Playtime was tough. It was
Oi, where are you off to?
good, because I think it's something else to get into level 5. I think you need a different kind of shirt. See, what you don't realize what that katana does is that katana swings twice good. Not all swords do. The axe is good. Feels good, you do it. fine, but I don't know how that first gargoyle came half dead. Usually it's full life. That's weird. I don't know, you got lucky. Something happened. Didn't you see that? The one gargoyle had half his life and it didn't fight you? I think something. What do you mean that's normal? Now when I played, they were both ready to go. Yeah, you're getting your ass bowling with bowling. Real lucky there. He's trying to parry you. And he does that little hand move. That's a parry. He couldn't do it on the step. He couldn't do it on the step, so he realized he can't do it. That's the only time he had it down. You were too short for him to parry. definitely strong. Pesky little gargoyle. Now since it's your third time facing the boss, he's probably a smidge harder too. Third time in. Yeah, it should. It's some stuff that's hard, like that silver guy that you go, am I strong enough to fight him? As soon as you kill the first one, the second one is stronger. Still playing with the kids, Becky. Oh, he got you! I didn't know he could parry you from that, like, Good night, sweet friends. You probably have to do it tomorrow. I want to know why my light is disappearing. got one flash on the gargoyle. Well, you could technically beat that, just so you know. You could beat him like I did yesterday. I only got hit once. But you gotta be really clever. And he's harder on that second time around where I was playing him. I might have to start with that. Holy shit, he almost killed me right there. He's got 3 very simple moves. A swing, a slam, and a stall. Fighting him as a corpse, but you really don't have no choice against that right now. Well, you do, but it would be impossible for you to go get it. Not impossible, but I don't know how to explain it to you. I always fight the bosses when I'm in my human form and got my full health. In human form, you should have more health. Body looks like that because you're dead. I wouldn't be wasting flash on these guys. You can't one-hit these guys right now? You should have ran straight to the left. Those are souls that you probably are going to lose in the fight. You almost had it. You had a good little move going that one time. I was like, oh, you got it. Yeah, if you were in your human form, all you'd have to do is there'd be a little summon outside the door. Good. Eventually, championship. Good. Good night. Now, if this is your 5th time facing him, you might step it up one more notch. Maybe. guys that make these games, their goal is to get players to quit the game. You know, they said they don't, when people beat their games, they beat them or whatever, and they're happy for that, but they want you to lose. Why? There's no difficulty though. It's hard. And when you beat the game, harder. I thought he was going to carry you in that hole or whatever. Wow, you got a lot of balls facing that guy that close like that. Dude, where the hell is my lighter? No shit. Even more, Starfield was awful. Can you imagine playing a game like this and then going back to Starfield? As I told you, when you're fighting a boss, it's best to cast your souls out and have a straight shot to the boss, so you don't have to worry about losing. I remember I used that sword for like a little bit, not long, but I did use that for a couple minutes. Shields could be upgraded too. I would have just ran straight to the guy there. I don't know why you're fighting this guy. You're just going to use all your extra flight time, and you're already not getting 10 on this. That's a bonfire that should be kindled without a doubt. I don't know how to explain it. Man, it's part of the game. Go there. Yeah, welcome to Dark Souls. Gargoyles get from flying in. Roll's kind of roll. Wait for him to attack. See your opening and then go get him. He's only got 3 attacks. I guess you can cut that one from the attack, he makes a move, you hit him off. Dodge the other. But don't stand on it. He's gonna be Remember what the floor said on the tail. Dude, that sword is plenty strong enough. Did you see how fucking fast you looked the first time? You gotta learn how to fight. I'm not saying that sounds like a fight ass. You have to learn to fight. You could kill those guys with the weakest piece of sword there is. You gotta know how to fight these guys. These guys are always gonna kill you in 2 shots. You gotta know, okay, he's coming with that attack. Alright, boom. And you gotta learn the window where you could attack. You're not gonna always have window. Some of these battles might be long because you're waiting for your window. But that guy's got 3 very simple attacks. And you just gotta pick your spot, get inside like you did that first time. Hit, inside, get to that second time. Once he tags in his partner, that's when the fire show starts. He got this gargoyle has this gargoyle. Right here. Right here. So you're doing that long jump thing, you should get a quick R1. Do a quick movement and leave. You're doing that fucking long attack. You can't keep doing that. Quick move. You gotta move. What would you do in real life? Would you move right there? No, you would have ran somewhere. Exactly. Then go heal and then come back. These guys aren't going to wait for you to heal. They know when you heal. That's when they attack. The game is programmed to attack you when you heal. You can ask the director who made this game. Oh, shit. Just need to get some sleep for tonight. We're gonna tackle it tomorrow. But that weapon definitely strong enough. You didn't see how much damage he was doing there? You just got one. boss without being pushed. Try the all one attack, Carson. You have to try the all one attack. Going back to your arm. Now your chance. See, when he was actually down like that, you were able to run in there, get my ball out. Tail flying out. You can hit that thing a couple times. You hit him just right, that thing will fall off. You'll get it. Zero ninjas die twice is 50 times harder than this one. To me it was. Way harder. Because I told you the bosses in this game are way easier than Zero. That's why. This game might be harder, but the bosses were harder than Zero. This game all around is harder than the bosses. It's very beautiful. Dark Souls world never died. What's funny is in Elden Ring, you'll see a million of those things because the game's still good. So you'll be sitting at a bonfire with like 20 motherfuckers. Maybe more, like when the game first started. See, you're not even human form. That's why you're lucky. Right now, players could be invading you. You'd be playing against players. You'd be like, what the fuck is this thing? I was human. If I had to say it in the microphone, quit trying to fight this guy head on. As soon as you go through that door, your goal should be get behind him. Piss him off that you're trying to keep getting behind him. There will be windows where you, first of all, swing your sword real quick. Hit R1 twice. Real quick. With full stamina. Hold on. Wait for your stamina to be full. First. Wait for your stamina to be full. Hit R1 twice. You do that swing just twice and then back up so your stamina could go. There will be a little window where you could keep doing that. Stick move. Yeah, if you have it like two hands like that, you could do more damage. Your shield doesn't really come into play in this battle, especially the way you're doing it. You can't use that shield. But as soon as you're in front of him, that's what he wants. That's what the game wants. Because that's where his best attacks are. He can't swing that axe if you're at his fucking legs and his tail. That's why he flies up. And then as soon as he flies up, it's best you get back so you could watch him fly. But know when he lands, you're trying to get to the back of him and hit him. Once or twice, boom, boom. There's no backstab. Now that stab you were doing, yeah, you do that occasionally, but if you keep doing that, you're slow doing it. You got a fucking samurai sword. It's a speed weapon. It's a speed dexterity weapon. It's not meant to love this guy, double tap him, there we go. Move, outside the move. Start flying around, do three moves. He's locking on him. You gotta lock on him too. Lock on him. Twice, move back. As soon as he's in front of you, move. If you're in front of him, move. You don't want to start shooting at his face. Run to the back of him. It's hard. No, it's fine. You just ran a bonfire. You could have just repaired it. Should be repaired. Sometimes they sometimes they respawn the weapon when you die. It should be repaired again. It might be. You'll know when the sword isn't hurting the guy. The durability has to be, the sword has to be only broken. It'll say weapon at risk. Later, you're dead. I think what the other knight ran from the other spot and came in there and joined him. If you do, please take it so we can build a good I was gonna say, we would probably be able to make some money off that. Boom, boom. Yeah, there you go. Look. Excellent. We'll get some more. Excellent. We'll roll in. You're in front of them. You're right there. Sometimes you don't gotta roll. You just walk around. There you go. There you go. That was your kid. Whoa. You're doing better though. You're much better. You gotta keep an eye on your stamina. 1-2 move. If you keep button mashing, you're gonna have no stamina and they're gonna get a hit off. The game will be aware. What do you get? It's always, you never know what they're gonna drop. You have to ring that bell. That's why behind them is that bell that guy wanted you to ring. You're lucky I told you that. You would have probably just been like, yeah, fuck that. You're just gonna run around this character for 9 years. Most people think they don't know the direction to go in the beginning. I told you you're going the right way, and that's what I'm saying. You're lucky for that. Because you could have backtracked and ended up back at the Skeleton Cemetery, and you would have been like, what demon? For real. That's no joke. That's when I originally put Dark Souls, I went the wrong way. It took me, what, maybe a minute and a half to beat those two yesterday? So you weren't even watching when I was like, hey, check this out? Yeah, but didn't you even hear yourself when you said, I remember watching you fight this in one of the gargoyles that have life. That was a... How the hell would you remember that? How many Dark Souls streams were you watching before me? I didn't even know you had any connection to the game. sword, he's got 3 easy attacks. They're so simple. You had to let him do his move first, and then you go in. If you could only get 1 attack off, start like that. But what are you using the shield for if you're not blocking it? If you're gonna roll, you might as well two-hand the sword. Oh, okay. Okay, well that's fair. That is a good attack. But if you hit R1 twice when you're holding the sword like that, you fucking walk around his body. Look at that. Boom, boom. Walk around his body. Boom, boom. Make him go in circles like I was doing to him yesterday. I cut that motherfucker's tail off, though. That's what I said. I run straight through his back. So what I did yesterday, if you were watching, I ran right through his back. I cut his fucking tail off. And then I went and fucked the other one up real quick. I kept pushing the manner. That's what I said. If you were watching, you would have saw me. Kept pushing and getting to his back. I was never maybe about a half a second. And I went, there. Here you go. You get there. If you do that slow attack, that's going to cost you. There. Does that. Regroup. Back. Oh, wait. Go. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. He's gonna drop his axe, and then you go in. You should be running to his side right now. Yeah, you could hit his tail right there. Hope the tail comes off. Yeah, so you do a lot of carrying with the tail doing that really real one. It's like, don't go out, look, now you're in front of them. Look, they're like, got him, look. He doesn't know he's supposed to run too hard. Now you got 2 of them, you need to draw one out. The battle's meant for you to kill the one first before you attack. Get to that tail, get that tail. I think you cut the one off. You cut that one tail off, you get a weapon. Boom. Yeah, the samurai sword durability is one of the most, it's the least of all the games. But the weapon's great. It's used properly. See that stab that you're doing? You may think it's a good move, but that stab's more meant for certain swords. Samurai sword isn't meant to stab. It's meant to slash. There's some guys that use that sword that you got, they love that sword. They're like loyal to it. There's 3 different ones you can get. In fucking Bloodborne, you get a dark katana. Fucking sick. But it's a dexterity weapon, meaning it's a weapon of speed. Once you get faster, that weapon gets faster too. Slice. Move away. Slice. Move away. There's a guy here that's the wrong. So you did 2 negatives there. There's no stamina. Remember, 2 hits. Run directly into him. What are you doing? You gotta run around. Yeah, there any video will tell you get 2 feet high. It's not that you're doing anything wrong, you're just not